guys, today I'm showing you how to make Waina or Masa, and these are the ingredients you're going to need. 4 cups of basmati rice, 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt, 2 heaped tablespoons of corn flour, 2 tablespoons of yeast, and salt and sugar to taste. So you're going to start off with soaking your rice overnight. So then you're going to get your corn flour. You need to put 2 heaped tablespoons into a cup. So I use this kind of plastic tea mug thing, and then you're going to put water into a kettle, let it cool down a bit, and then add it to the corn flour mixture, which is what I just did there. So first of all, start off by putting cold water in, just mix it up to a runny paste, and then you will add the water, the hot water that you've allowed to cool down for 5 minutes into the mixture. So this is just the cold water first, making it into a nice runny paste, as you can see I am doing here. And also it's important to do this corn flour stage quite early on. Do it as the first thing, in fact, so that it gets enough time to cool down. Now in theory, when you add the hottish water in, it's meant to thicken up. When my mum does it, she's the queen of making masa. It thickens up. When I do it, it doesn't, as you can see. But don't worry, just put it in the microwave and it'll get thick, and that's what you need. And then there you go, it's a nice thick paste like so. And as you can see, it doesn't quite fill the cup up fully. It's kind of like 3/4 of the way of the cup is all you need. Okay, so then I'm just going to put that aside on the windowsill, just to allow it to cool down, ready for when I'm going to use it. Okay, then you need to get your rice and then you need to blend it all up. So you need to be really careful not to put too much water in at this stage, because if you put too much water in, you can completely mess up your masa mix. Okay, so if you notice, I'm putting it in and avoiding putting any water in there. And we've got this Ninja blender. It really is Ninja, and it's actually called Ninja. It's very, very powerful. So you do need to make sure you have a blender that's going to kind of blend it well enough. Okay, so then I just transfer it into the container and then finish kind of the rest of the rice. Okay, and then just transfer it all into your large container. And you can see it is pretty thick, but what you need to remember is you're going to add other ingredients which will add to the kind of runny consistency, so you don't want to make it too watery at this stage. So you go on and add your Greek yogurt, and then you're going to want to add your corn flour, and also your yeast mix. So I seem to have skipped that part of the video out, but basically this was just 2 tablespoons of yeast in 2 tablespoons of water mixed up. That's all that was. Add that to the mixture and then mix the whole thing up together so the ingredients are nicely mixed together. Okay, and that spoon was not strong enough, so I got myself this. It's a luddeyi, we call it. It's something, I don't know, a traditional like spoon thing. I think it's a Nupe thing, which is the tribe I'm from. But anyway, obviously don't know enough about that. Once you've mixed it all up, this is how it will look. Okay. So my mom, because like I said, she's literally a masa expert, she would most likely add a bit of water at this stage. But because once you leave it to sit, it will lose some of its thickness, so I tend to err on the side of caution and don't add water to it. So all I'm doing now is just wrapping it up nicely so it remains warm, and then putting it inside the oven. So basically I turned the oven on for about 5 minutes and then I turned it off, and I leave it turned off now, and it's just to allow the mixture to rise and allow the yeast to ferment basically. Okay, so you just let it sit in the oven for at least 3 hours. I did this in the morning before work, so I actually let it sit for like 12 hours. And then this is how it will look when you bring it out. There you go, you can see it's risen and it looks like that, and that is the work of the yeast. And then we have our tender Waina, I think is what it's called. So this is like the really traditional Waina frying pan, which my mum got from Nigeria. You can get, so by the way, just adding salt and sugar to taste, however much you want in there, you put in there. So yeah, the frying pan, my mum got it from Nigeria, but I have seen that people have like similar ones that they get from the UK, you can get from America, and just mixing this here, by the way, mixing the sugar and salt and stuff, and then starting to fry it all up together. But yeah, so if I can find it, I'll link it below for you. Okay, so you just pour it into the kind of little holes and allow that to fry. So once I kind of did this, I kind of thought this looks a bit too thick, the mixture, so I did add a little bit of water to it, and you will see in a second there. So I've added a bit of water to it, so it's a little bit more runny like that. So that's perfect. Okay, and then just literally allow it to fry, flip it over, and then do the same with the rest of the mixture. So yeah, just keep doing that. And this is literally it. It's actually so much easier than it looks. It's so easy to get it wrong, but it's also so easy to just get it right if you follow the measurements that I've given you and stuff. So yes, if you guys try it out, let me know. If you make your Waina, your masa a different way, let me know. How beautiful does that look, guys? It's so frigging tasty as well, like, if I do say so myself. But no, I love Waina so much, it's so good. And I made mian toshi, that's what you typically have Waina with. You don't have to, you can have it with sugar, you can have it as a sweet kind of snack, but this is how we typically have it in my household. And as you can see, it's nice and fluffy and so tasty.